Julie, how are you?
Hey Misha, how are you? I'm great.
Good, good to see you. I think this is the first time
Good
I've
to see
seen
you.
you sitting in your office like that, looking all professional.
Yeah, usually I'm outside and about. I work my business on the go a lot, so it's all good.
Hey, that's the dream. That's cool. Hey, so you know why I'm calling, but just to kind of give the viewers a little bit more perspective, I'm calling to congratulate you on having last week on Friday, you made $6,000 in a single day here at the Super Affiliate Network, and you made two Maui intensive sales. So literally, you made $6,000 just from two sales, and it's actually going to be a little bit more than that with one more that we have coming through the pipeline, like we've talked about. And it's cool to see you crushing it, and I'm so glad to have you on board still. And firstly, just before we dive in, congratulations because it's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah,
It's been a lot of fun. It really has.
yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun first 7 months, and it's been a roller coaster, and I'm glad you've been around for it. So it's been cool. And just to kind of give the viewers a little bit more context, maybe what's really cool about your story and kind of to see what you've been through and where you're going is that not long ago you were really kind of second guessing the choice, and you were thinking that it might not be for you, and maybe we're trying to kind of back out of it. And usually I
Mm-hmm.
always kind of
Yeah.
say that tough times come right before breakthroughs, right? But it's really hard to see that when you're in it. And so it's really cool to see you sticking with it and overcoming that, and now doing $6,000 in a day, which is freaking awesome. That's like I didn't have $6,000 days until very recently, so it's awesome to see. And yeah, just to give the viewers a little bit more kind of perspective on what you're doing, what are you doing to produce these results? Because it's awesome.
Um, well, I'm following all the stuff you have in place here at the Super Affiliate Network. There's lots of really good ways to follow through on a plan. It's actually outlined very well, which helped me get off to great success in the very beginning. Um, and then just using networking skills and making connections and building relationships. We hear that in business all the time, and that's what always carries you through those tough times you're talking about, because sometimes life gets in the way and it's easy to pull the trigger back. I wanted to do um, and you start second guessing and you get nervous. But you're right, that moment where the breakthrough comes is usually right after the tough times. And here I am. It's it feels right now. I'm right where I should be, and I'm so glad I stuck it out, because the momentum's really gotten huge since that last big step over that bad hump. So and that's not because of the content or the company. It's your own life and the way that life goes sometimes. So I'm just building those relationships and following what you've put in an awesome little program here at SAN, and I'm having the time of my life. It's been a really good time.
Awesome. Yeah, I think one thing that you do better than a lot of the members, actually, our top earners are the only people who do, well, you are one of the top earners, but the people who are there with you, you guys are
Yeah,
really the only people who build relationships really well outside of, the cold traffic strategies that we teach. And I always say to use a combo of both because it allows you to build your list and build your audience and do all those fun things, but then also have immediate cash flow because now you have more money to take and reinvest and put back into your business. So I think that's
that's one of the skill sets I love about your program, because I wasn't good with the cold stuff in the beginning, and now I've got a hybrid, and it's really creating some awesome traction from the cold side now. So I've learned that skill set from you and the company, and I'm really excited about where that's going to take me too.
yeah, cold traffic. It's kind of at scale it works best, but then also in order to get to scale, you need cash flow. So it's kind of one of those catch 22 type deals. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's cool to see you tapping into your network and building relationships and making sales via your warm market too, because that shouldn't be overlooked for sure.
Yeah,
So
it's been fun. It's fun building with your friends, anyways, right?
yeah, I know that makes it more fun. It's what business should be. Now,
Yeah,
one thing that I see you doing differently too, and I think this could bring a lot of value, and then also it could show the importance of this to a lot of our members, is the fact that you really work with your members when they go ahead and join you and get started with the company. That you don't just kind of like dump them off and let them do whatever they want to do, right? You work with them and you're close, you're there with
yeah.
them the entire way, and you kind of walk them through the steps. How much of an impact do you think that's had on your overall success here? And that $6,000 worth of sales, how much of a impact did that have on those sales? Do you think?
A really big impact. It's a make or break deal. And here's the thing: is It doesn't take a lot of time to do that. I started a Facebook group, but I have something set in place that just kind of, you love them into the group and you say start here, and it kind of just walks them through it real quick while they're waiting to get connected with their super affiliate coach, and just letting them know that you have an open door thing, and you can, you have any questions, reach out. Just letting them have that good feeling when they walk in the door changes everything, and that's impacted my business 100% in a positive way.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I always say that it's, us doing everything for you and having the processes in place and the systems in place, it's what you want. But really, if you want to build a business that will give you the lifestyle that you really want, and whatever your goals may be, it happens a lot more quickly if you take a hands-on approach and actually get in the trenches yourself and do it yourself. So it's cool to see you doing that, and all of my top earners do it, so it's a commonality between all you guys.
Sets the bar up. It takes you to the next level you want to get at. It really can help you do that.
Yeah, most definitely. Cool. So I like to ask, kind of near the end of these calls, I like to ask if someone were either a member and let's say they're thinking about going to pro, or you're obviously a Maui Intensive member, so they're thinking of possibly going to the Maui Intensive level of membership. Usually what's keeping them back from making that decision of investing in themselves and their business is just kind of a lack of belief that things will work out if they take that action and if they step into it, right? And I always ask people, what are 3 things that would kind of allow people to go out and take action and get a result that will help reinforce their positive belief and kind of understand that this stuff actually does work if you take action? And I think you're kind of the perfect person to ask it to, because you were obviously on the fence not long ago, right? So what would 3 things be that you'd recommend someone do if they're looking at the pro or the Maui Intensive, just to kind of take an action to get a result, which will of course help them, get more momentum with their business and help feed their kind of mindset a little bit?
Well, first things first is, I think a lot of the hesitation comes with the unknown. We don't know the unknown, right? We don't know what it's going to give us or not give us. But if you remember, at the end of the day, you're betting on yourself. You are the person who's going to take you across the finish line, not somebody else. And when you get okay with that, then you're not going to have a problem saying yes to yourself. When you know it's a good profit decision and it's good for your business, you're betting on you. And when you know that, you're going to be okay with that, opening that door up. Second is, we always try and do business other people's ways. And at SAM, they outline a great way to build your business, and you're going to implement it. But sometimes you got to start with what you already know how to do and what you're good at. And if you're good at social media, or you're good at, building relationships, go to your forte and start there, because that's going to help you get that initial momentum. And as you turn on the traffic, or you do these other ways that the Super Affiliate Network outlines, it's going to double up, and you're going to have it from this side and that side, and that's going to help you get those results a lot faster. Absolutely. And I'm just one that says, if you're going to do the work, you might as well get paid for all the work you're doing at the highest possible level. It's a good decision. I jumped right into pro. I went through the boot camp so fast. I jumped in probably within the first 3 days. And when Maui came, it wasn't a lack of what Maui had for me. It was a lack of where I was in my life and the troubles I was having, which made me doubt the decision. Now that I'm in the program and I see the value, I can assure you that the value that there is going to transform my business to greater heights that I don't know how to do those skills. And so they're going to enrich everything and help me earn the potential that I really want to earn. So I say go for it. Jump in, and at the end of the day, you're betting on you. So what do you got to lose? If you know who you are and you know you're going to do it, so don't be afraid.
Awesome. Yeah, those 3, you really just said to invest in yourself and bet on yourself, and then play to your strengths. And then when you're doing that, get yourself positioned to earn. And I can't agree anymore. So awesome job, Julie, and we'll be doing more.
Thank you.
We'll get you on a webinar soon for a little bit more of a event, and I think that'll be fun. But keep doing what you're doing, and I'm so glad you're on board. And I know you got some stuff in your life that you're dealing with, but we'll get you out to Maui sooner or later.
I'm excited about that.
Most definitely. Cool. Thank you, Julie. Have a good one.
Okay, thanks, Misha. Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.
Folks, please don't think or expect that these income results are typical. Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, and the earnings of a super affiliate network partner will be 100% dependent on their skill set, work effort, leadership, market conditions, and commitment to the process. This illustration, along with all other testimonials and case studies, are for educational purposes only and not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Instead, they're designed to give you an idea of what's possible. Success in this business requires hard work, dedication, and constant skill set development. Since we want to go above and beyond to help you make an informed decision, we've gone above and beyond with our income disclosure document.